Hey y'all. Welcome back to Kicking It with Crystal. It's been a minute. Thank you for all of my subscribers for hanging around through the duration. Um as you all recall, my last video I put up was me recovering in the hotel room in Bloomfield, Michigan. I got a hourglass tummy tuck and lipo of the sacrum and the hip performed by Dr. Michael Gray. Excuse me. It was a awesome surgeon. So I want to touch points on that. I want to touch points on how my PCOS is going currently and the things that I'm doing to kind of keep it under control, weight loss, and what's next on the horizon. So first I want to say again, thank you for you all hanging out, hanging around, keeping your subscriptions with me, because I know it's difficult when people, when content creators are not consistent. You know, you subscribe to their channels to have, to receive dialogue and have good information conveyed. So I'm going to do better with that. That's my promise. To finish off 2022, I definitely want to start doing better with my videos. So I'm doing pretty good since my surgery. If I can, I'm going to try to stand a little bit just so I can give you a quick glimpse of where we are. Before my surgery, I had like what we call a fupa. And so now, you have to excuse my pajama pants. Now I'm pretty flat. I still have some areas that I need to work on, waist, and I still have back fat, but my belly button looks great. My incision is pretty far down. I still have some subacute fat that I'm working on. And then visceral fat is something we have to work on ourselves as well. So I'm sorry, my pajama pants got a hole in them. So in essence, other than that, I'm doing pretty good. Recovery was, for me, I have a pretty high pain tolerance. So recovery was more mental than physical restraining for me. For about 6 weeks, I stayed in a recliner chair because our surgeon recommends it. I mean, obviously he knows it's a financial addition, so he doesn't say, oh, you have to, you can do however you want, but he says for the best results, stand to get in rent. I rent it from Rent a Center, stand lift recliner, and I slept in that for 6 weeks in total. I believe it was 6 or 7 weeks in total. And that was to prevent any twisting or too much strain or pressure on the muscle repair, because I did get a muscle repair and the tummy tuck. So while the incision is healing, he just doesn't want us doing that twisting mechanism to get in and out of the bed, and even if you try to sit on the side and then swing your legs or whatever, you still twisting. We just do it so effortlessly on a regular that we don't realize how much twisting and how much we use our abdominal muscles to get in and out of bed. So that was the requirement for that. I did have a couple setbacks. My incision was open a little bit on the right side, but I was able to keep it dry, keep it clean, and treat it, and it was healed within about a week to 2 weeks. Because really all you just need that top layer of skin to recreate itself, and then that protects it from there, and then it just continues to produce more and more layers over that. And so that's what I did. And that comes from my nursing background, just knowing about wound care and wound health. But it was kind of scary because it's like, oh my goodness, is this because I'm plus size? But my surgeon reassured me that it's just something that happens. It happens to the best of them. So it's not just a plus size woman's ordeal. I did have a ER visit. I went to the ER because I was having some pains right above my new belly button. They didn't find anything, thank God, but I just wanted to be sure, because one of the things that is very important to know when having a tummy tuck is that blood clots are um easy to get. So what I did to try and prevent getting blood clots is I moved around a lot. I walked from, I have a ranch style home for the most part, and I walked. It was cold outside, but it wasn't snowing or anything, so I was able to even walk like in my driveway, in my yard. I didn't want to do too much of that walking because in the beginning stages we do wear, our surgeon, Dr. Michael Gray, requires us to wear like beach towels. We wear that under our faja to give us extra compression and support. And so I just didn't want the neighbors, oh, what's going on? You just don't want to be bothered with that. So I didn't do too much outside. If I did, it was early morning or late in the evening. So like I said, after I had that setback, I was smooth sailing from there. I honestly started back working after 2 weeks. At the time, I wasn't going out doing field visits on my day job, so my office is at home, so I was able to get up in the morning and go into my office, and I sat on a pillow because I wanted to be raised up in my office chair so I wouldn't have so much strain to stand and stuff. And I took my rollator in there as well to help, like to have something to hold on to when I got up and stuff. So I went back to work after 2 weeks. My other job is on call, so it's phone work only. I don't have to go out and physically do anything. I wasn't able to really do anything physical for about 3 weeks. I think it was 3 or 4 weeks. I got my drain out after 2 weeks. Everything went well with that. I removed it myself, of course. And that was smooth sailing. The drain port area healed up well. I still have a scar there, but I use scar healing creams and stuff like that to help with that. Since my surgery, I feel great. I'm happy with my results. I do know that I have to do my part. And I think that's what people don't understand about surgery, is that you do still have to do your part. So I do exercise. I have a home sauna, a mobile, what's called a portable sauna. I sit in there to just try and release fluids, because even though I'm 7 months post-op, I still retain fluids. If I have a high sodium meal, if I have times where I'm just sitting a lot, I could still produce fluids. And although after the first 6 to 8 weeks, they say that you don't have to wear your garments, but I still wear my garments. I don't wear them every day, but I do try to at least wear a waist trainer or my binder or something on a regular basis, because I have a look that I'm going for, and I'm not quite there yet. And a lot of that has to do with me just already being plus size. So I think what people don't understand is after you have surgery, they think, oh, you just jumping on the table, taking the easy way out. No, you still have to work at it. So I watch what I eat. That's another thing. After tummy tuck, you can't eat that much anyway, because it feels like you're going to burst. Like, even though he didn't touch my actual stomach per se, he didn't touch my intestines, he just tightened up the skin of my abdominal area. But still, I don't have a lot of room to hold a lot of food because it stretches the skin and it makes it very uncomfortable. So I don't eat nearly as much as I used to. So that's another plus. And that brings me to my next bullet point, is that since the surgery, I have lost 20 pounds, which is a blessing, because that was always my goal. My goal was for this to be a stepstone to weight loss. So I've lost 20 pounds, and I teeter between 17 and 20, just depending on the time of the month or what I've eaten. If I'm having a rough week and I don't have time to really prepare my meals, because I try to stick with like a low carb keto type of diet, because that just works well for me. And it helps to control my PCOS as well. So I've been kind of maneuvering like that. to lose the weight. But like I said, in the beginning, I just didn't have that great of an appetite. I think also you're so excited about the results that you just don't want to start, going back to shoveling down food. Not that I ever really shovel down food, but you don't really want to eat a whole lot of bad stuff after you have invested in something that, you're hoping to have a great outcome from. So, other than that, the surgery was great. 20 pounds down. Currently I am looking to have other surgery, maybe a breast reduction, because I am in like a K or an I. It just depends on the make of the bra, which causes me a lot of back pain. And I'm also looking into some back lipo, some back and waist lipo. So that's and then after that, I'll be done. After that, my goal is just to work out and give myself the visual that I would like to see as far as a healthy body. Okay. A healthy, aesthetic looking body that I would like, because it's all been done just for me. I was able to target something that I really struggled with for many, many years. It has really, really helped my self-esteem, not having that belly flap. I can wear certain clothes that I feel really confident in. Getting my hip and sacrum lipoed helped kind of give me somewhat of a shapely butt. Whereas before I had it was more like a square top. Like I had that little top, so it made it square. And I'll try to post some pictures here, but when he lipoed the sacrum, which is the top of your butt, and the hip, which we think the hip is down like on the side of our thighs, but no, the hip is running alongside of that top of the butt area. So he lipoed all of that and gave me a really nice shape butt. And I didn't have anything added or anything like that. My goal is to work with the butt that I have. And I don't have anything against BBLs, because actually I provide post-op care for people who get BBLs, and I've seen some awesome looking ones. I'm going to be honest, some natural, awesome looking ones. So, next up, my PCOS. My PCOS is doing pretty good. As you can see, my skin is not doing bad at all. I still get flare-ups. Usually it's hormonal flare-ups because of my period is coming. And I really try hard not to pick. I went to a networking event and I met Yandy Smith, if you know her from Love and Hip Hop. She was there, and she has a skincare line that I've been currently using. If you can see that. This is working pretty good. It has several steps. This is the cleaner. I believe this is the toner. This is like a lightening for dark spots. This is the moisturizer, and this is an eye cream. And I do this every day. I do this once a day. At night, I just do my regular face washing regimen, and so far so good. This is my first one, and it'll be time for me to order more probably in the next couple weeks. But and I think that her skincare line is geared toward women of color, so that's helpful as well. And I was able to personally speak with her about my skincare needs, because what everybody doesn't understand is with PCOS, we don't have the regular acne. We have hormonal acne, which we know is controlled internally, but you still want to do some type of skincare regimen. So far that has been working pretty good. I am going to try and take some more pictures. I did take before pictures, but I'm going to try to take some pictures as I gradually go along. In reference to supplements, I know before we spoke about supplements. I'm still taking the ashwagandha. This is the brand that I'm taking now. Amazon. I'm still doing the saw pimento. These work hand in hand together for me, controlling those insulin resistant hormones, controlling any overactive testosterone hormones that we have going on. Those two are miracle workers for me. I also started using a collagen. This one is great. I've only been using it for a couple weeks to help with skin, nails, and hair. Um, and it's just awesome. It helps with it has an immune support as well, so obviously I like that. Anything to help the immune system. I think everybody should have a good probiotic. Getting that system nice and clean, having positive gut health is so important. So I think this has been a great addition to my supplements that I take daily. um I added a apple cider vinegar tab, Amazon. It's actually gives you energy as well. I had to stop taking it every day though, because I was taking it every day and I started getting heartburn. So because vinegar can do that to you. So I only take it every couple days. But I was seeing some weight loss with this as well. I was seeing weight loss with this. It was helping me get rid of that water weight. And it was giving me energy. So I like these. I wish I could take them every day because the serving size is 3 times a day. I could imagine the results I would see within that time span. I still take Zuri Detox. I don't take this every day because I want my system to do what it needs to do on its own. But I do still take Zuri Detox maybe once or twice a week, just depending on how I feel. If I'm traveling, as soon as I get back, I'm taking my detox because for some reason I get kind of backed up when I travel. So I take those, and then obviously I'm taking my vitamin C. I take a D3, fish oil. I don't take the biotin because I got the collagen. I don't, we don't want to overdo the supplements. I don't take iron every day. I took a lot of iron prior to the surgery and after the surgery because, as you know, during surgery you lose those red blood cells. So the iron supplements help you to produce those more. I have a 1-a-day vitamin, but I take so many other vitamins that are hitting on so many other of those other areas that it's not necessary. But another thing that I will say that I believe is helping to control my PCOS is I just take a birth control pill. I take a birth control pill, and it's less to prevent pregnancy and more to help control my hormone imbalances affiliated with PCOS. So it's been helpful. I'm on a seasonal, which is supposed to give you a menstrual every 3 months, but somehow I still end up having one every month or every other month, which is fine. It's just as long as I know that it's coming, I can prepare for it. I just hate going through the acne period. I don't like PMS symptoms because it has me all emotional, and my face is breaking out, and I'm having cravings of foods that I know that I normally don't even eat. So, but that's what's been going on with me. I've been doing pretty good, working a lot. I started a new post-op care business. Well, actually, it's a mobile post-op care business because, as you all may or may not know, I'm here in Cleveland, Ohio. So we are not really known as a surgery city or state per se. Not to say we don't have surgeons here. We don't really have those popular surgeons here. We have some great surgeons here that I hope to pair up, partner with, and provide post-op care for some of their patients and clients. But right now I'm mobile. So what that means is, as a nurse, I would, if somebody from Cleveland, they can be from Cleveland or they can be from wherever, is having surgery in, let's say, Atlanta, I would meet them in Atlanta. I would provide services for them after their surgery in a hotel or Airbnb or their home if they live there. And then if they're flying back and they need a companion, I would fly them back. That's an additional cost. And then I would fly home. While I'm there, I'm giving them transportation, providing meals, providing their post-op care. Here in town, when I'm in town, if I'm providing post-op care, I have a meal prep lady that provides our meals for us, that are specifically, all my meals are going to be specifically geared toward recovery, because if people don't notice, it's certain foods that you should be eating during recovery. So that's another thing that I've been doing during my time off of YouTube. So you'll see me on here more. November is my birthday month, so I'll be preparing for, I'm going on a cruise in the beginning of the month, and then at the end of the month I'm going to Chicago with my girlfriends. So I'll be bringing you all along, vlogging a little bit of the trip and posting that as well. My cruise is the Bahamas, and like I said, in the end of November I'll be going to Chicago. So let's see. So I think I hit all of those bullet points I wanted to discuss. If you have any questions, post them below. Let's talk. Let's catch up. I want to know how your PCOS has been doing. Have you tried any of those things that I mentioned before? I want to know, are you up and coming tummy tuck patient? What's some things that you have questions about or you're fearful of? Let's talk about it. Are you having troubles with your skincare? Are you having troubles with your diet? You know, figuring out what, not that I'm a nutritionist, but I always tell people it's best to maybe go talk to a nutritionist, or they have a lot of those nutritional tests online where you just kind of put in the test foods that you like and things that, you know, what your lifestyle is, and they come up with a plan that is for you, because it's just about figuring out what works for you, because what works for me may not work for the next person. Some people, I hear people say, oh, sometimes, oh, I can't do keto, you know, it's not good for me, it makes me sick, or I've been doing low carb off and on for double-digit years, and it has never failed me. Like, as long as I'm doing it correctly and I don't go crazy, I can lose. I can get to my goal weight. It's just a matter of me being consistent. When I have those PMS symptoms, that's what kind of throws me off. You know, I haven't been drinking because obviously alcohol is empty calories. I will drink during the holidays and for my birthday. So, but I'll combat that with a lot of water, you know, making sure that my system understands that even though I'm having this glass of wine or this cocktail, I'm still going to give you what you need to continue to give me what I need. So that's where we are. I'm so happy to be back with you guys. Expect to have at least one video a week from me, because I'm really committing to getting back on board. Don't forget, like and subscribe. I follow for a follow. I subscribe for a subscribe. So thanks a lot for hanging with me again, and I look forward to checking out you guys later. Take care.